games in Pump It Up.
These are the bouncers.
And this is Pump It Up.
And here we are in the main Pump It Up arena where two teams will be battling out today to try and earn themselves a place in our semi-final.
And they need to take part in some of the most physically and mentally challenging games on television.
Now, if you're a regular viewer of Pump It Up, you will know that by the end of today's show, our two teams will be exhausted, they'll be drained, and they'll be covered head to toe in gunge. And what they need is a nice, relaxing holiday.
Call this relaxing? Being flown to Queensland, Australia, where you can partake in diving on the Great Barrier Reef, ballooning over the outback, or even some whitewater rafting. Now, if this isn't worth getting covered in gunge for, I don't know what is.
You know, Fern, the more I hear Rich talking about that holiday, the more I think that we should go along as well. Let's face it, we're stars, we're talent, we are Pump It Up, you know, and our teams would really enjoy it if we went along with them.
You are so right. Go and ask the producer. Go on.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
OK, I'll introduce the teams. In the blue corner, we have got the Colchester Gym Stars, who are a team of gymnasts. Yay! And in the red corner, we have got the Bantam Sharks, who are a group of surfers. Yay! So what have they got to do? Well, the decider is our grueling gungeathon, which is a head-to-head race around our studio at the end of the show. Before that, they need to take part in 4 rounds of games. Now, each time they win a game, they can deactivate a gunge zone in our gungeathon. Oh, Andy, did you ask producer if we go to Australia?
Yes.
Did you explain it'd be a much more fun experience for our teams if we went with them?
Yes.
So did he say we could go to Australia?
No.
No?
No, no. But he did let it slip that there were 2 places going spare, but it would be down to the teams to decide who they wanted to take along.
Oh, so we need to convince the teams that would be the best people to go along. Then whoever wins, we can go to Australia.
Exactly, yes.
All right then, brilliant. Round 1, Dodgy Geezer.
Only 2 places. Thanks very much. This is Dodgy Geezer. This is a real baptism of, well, water as the Colchester Gym Stars against the Bantam Sharks in red. Off to a flying start. We've got Katie there for the Colchester Gym Stars and Kelly there for the Bantam Sharks. That's pretty much neck and neck as they bring over that first handle to stick in the tap. What the teams have got to do, they've got to get 4 handles, fix it to the tap, turn it round twice, and that'll set off Dodgy Geezer. Meanwhile, Rebecca has set off for the Blues, and Jason there getting stuck at the top for the Reds, down into the moat. Rebecca, no luck there. She's really struggling, trying to get over. Jason's over and on his way back, using that technique of throwing the tap back. Rebecca down, she's got her. Jason having a good old wash at the top there. Didn't really need to do his hair this morning when he set out, did he? But over he comes with the second tap for the Bantam Sharks, who are in red for this quarter-final before they previously appeared in blue. In goes the second tap for both teams, though. This is really pretty close. Melanie sets off for the Blues and Luke for the Reds. There is Luke just climbing over. Melanie, she's got the tap back. Good leap there. Little lead now for the Colchester Gym Stars in this first round. Can they maintain that, though, through to the end? Down comes Melanie with the third tap. Luke, though, not far behind. Great dive right at the end. Lukey's standing in for Jess, of course, in the Bantam Sharks. And Helen setting off a fantastic flying jump over there for the Blues, giving her a real lead now. Can Andy for the Reds make it up? He's throwing it back. It's a technique that's worked well in the past, but Helen's down. She's over first. Andy catching up all the time. His tap seems to have fallen apart a bit there, but Helen gets it in. Round it goes. Number 1, number 2. Up goes Dodgy Geezer. Well done, the Colchester Gym Stars. First blood to them.
Girls, you had me so worried there. So worried. Now, is the water warm?
No, not at all.
See, it'll be too easy then. Right, girls, before we move on, I just have to say one thing. Mel.
Yeah?
Last time we met, I brought up a little bit about you and one of the other contestants, James, who was playing for the King Carters, about, you know, maybe being a bit of a love interest and you fancied him. And you went, that's not true, fatty, and then you hit me. But my spies now tell me it's true, isn't it? You're going out with him. See? Not only is it a competition, there's a bit of love and romance in there. It's wonderful. So, girls, I know that you're a group of gymnasts. Let's find out more about you over to Rich.
Save money on shoes. Become a gymnast. Joking aside, though, these girls take their sport seriously, training at least 4 times a week at their local gym club. Now, Katie there, she wants to continue with sport as a career because she wants to be a sports coach. And Melanie, she's Essex County champion for her age group. All in all, a pretty daunting bunch of girls to be up against. Which is what the Killer King Carters found out in their heat against them on Pump It Up, where the girls won 3 of the 4 games and gained a reputation for celebrating in style. In fact, when they hit the gungeathon, they really hit it, completing it in the fastest time we've yet seen on the programme. Pretty good. They could go all the way.
Now, we've got a bit of a difficult decision here, girls, because we've got to turn off a gun zone, and I know that you're keen to turn off the white one. You're keen to turn off the purple. We're going to make a decision, girls. We're going to rush you.
Purple.
You sure? Purple? Yeah. We're going for purple? OK, we're turning off the purple gun zone. Let's go over to the fern and the very wet losers.
Guys, that was so close. They only just beat you there. Kelly, flying start from you.
Yeah.
Was it?
It was really good, but it was really cold.
Yeah? You all right now, though?
Yeah.
Enjoyed it? And Luke, bit of a nosedive out of here.
Yeah.
Is it good fun?
Yeah, the water makes it really slippery.
It is,
so
isn't
it's
it?
hard to get up.
We did a good job, didn't you? And Jason, you used all your arm strength in the holes there, didn't you? That was your technique.
Yeah, it was. I got my face splattered a bit.
Unfortunately, you don't get to eliminate a gun zone just yet. Now, you guys, you're all surfers, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, let's find out a bit more about your surfing team.
I don't know why these guys are moaning about the cold water on Dodgy Geezer, as they seem to spend most of their spare time in the freezing seas off the coast of Devon. Mind you, it's good for stamina. That's what you need on Pump It Up. And Kelly there also builds her stamina as a horse rider and netball player. And Luke, he's the reserve for the team, standing in for Jessica, who is unfortunately ill. But Jessica was part of the original team that made it through to the quarter-finals. Yep, it was mountain rescue time against the Phoenix Flyers, where despite only deactivating 1 gun zone, the Bantam Sharks got through against the odds.
Fern, do you still want to go to Australia?
Yeah, of course I do.
Right, well, I've got all the names and numbers of the teams that are through to the semi-final, right? You deal with the teams here and I'll start doing some phone calls.
Deal. Now, round 2 is arch enemies. Now, our teams need to move these blocks from one end of the pole to the other any way they can.
Hi, is that James from the King's Carters?
Once they've done that, they need to pass the blocks to the other member of the team on the studio floor.
Hi, it's Andy Collins here, star of Stage to Screen, international male model and presenter of Pump It Up.
Then they need to build themselves an arch and stand on top of it. Then they've got to pull the chain, and the first team to sound the hooter wins the game.
Now, James, if you do win that holiday, we were just wondering, have you got those 2 spare tickets if you've given them away or not? Oh, James, we would love to go.
Brilliant. Round 2 is arch enemies.
Never seen Andy work quite so hard before. Well, out wriggle Melanie and Helen for the Blues and Jason and Kelly for the Reds as they pass over the blocks to build the bridge. That's quite a difficult thing to do, especially when you're facing the wrong way. Now, that looks more like it. Melanie and Helen back to back. That looks quite smooth as the Colchester Gym Stars get off to the best start. Now, they're handing their blocks to their friends on the scaffold. That's Luke there, who's chucking it down to Andy to build for the Reds. And over on the blue team, we've got Katie building and Rebecca throwing them down. They've both got a couple of blocks down, coming down any old how now. Now, of course, the shapes on these blocks, they match up together, and it's got to go black, yellow, black, yellow. It's not as easy as it looks. You see, he's got 3 black ones there. That's not what happened. He's waiting for another. Now it looks like he's got all of them, and the Blues have also got all of their blocks. It's just down to Katie for the Blues and Andy for the Reds now. Katie's got most of the bridge up, and Andy as well. He needs a yellow one there. I'm afraid that ain't going to fit. And Katie, she's got 1 piece left to put in. It looks like it worked. Is that bridge going to take her weight? She's a gymnast. Up she goes, nimble as you like. Pulls the chain. Bang, bang, bang. They take another round. Great stuff, girls.
Oh! Katie, come here, come here, come here, come here. We are so... You are fantastic. Katie, well done. Once again, superb building. Superb building. Reds, they're miles behind. Right, we get a chance to deactivate a gun zone here. Now, you've already deactivated purple. You've got white, you've got yellow, and you've got green.
White.
You go for the white one?
Yep, definitely.
OK, Katie, well done. We have deactivated the white gun zone. Let's go to Fern and all those building blocks that are still on the floor.
What is Andy talking about? Look at our gorgeous arch here we built. They only just beat us, didn't they, guys? Now, Jason, last time you came on Pump It Up, you were Blues, weren't you? So do you think red could be an unlucky colour for you?
No, we're going to make it lucky and stick at it.
Certainly. I'll tell you what I think. Red, it says danger and power. Are you ready for round 3, Kelly?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, guys, let's do it.
Let's see how it stands, though. Oh, dear, oh, dear. What a bad start for the Bantam Sharks. Look, no gunge zones deactivated whatsoever. But the Colchester Gym Stars, it's a dream, white and purple gone. Could it be another walkover for them?
Now, Andy and I just want to say that we think you're the best team ever to come and pump it up. And we really want you guys to win because you're really nice and everything. Have you considered taking me and Andy to Australia?
Now, in Grand Prix, our teams have to do one circuit of this course on these fantastic pump-up bikes and deliver pizza to me and Fern over here. Now, each team member has to complete one circuit and deliver one pizza. As soon as they've done that, they then cross the line, and that means they're the winners.
Now, me and Andy just want to say we think you're the best team ever and pump it up. And we really want you guys to win because you're really nice and everything. Have you considered taking me and Andy to Australia?
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
The Bantam Sharks have played this game before. Well, sort of. As long as Jason doesn't do that again, they might win this time. Away we go on Grand Pizza, and straight away Jason edges into the lead ahead of Rebecca in the blues. Can Jason make it a bit of a better Grand Pizza did last time? Taking it nice and steady, apply the brakes, off the pizza, hands it over to Fern. Rebecca's right there as well. This is really close stuff. Jason manages to get off just in the lead again into the back straight. He's now going to be handing over to Luke, making a bit of a lead now. Rebecca dropped behind a bit. Fern and Andy there, tuck in. As long as you're enjoying yourself, guys, eh? Thanks very much. Luke, he's going to... Oh, Rebecca, can't believe she meant to do that. Bang! Maybe brakes would be a good thing to mention. About now? Oh, never mind, too late. That can't have done the scooter any good. There's bits hanging off it. Poor old Katie, she has to get on that. Is she going to be able to catch Luke, who's probably miles ahead by now? And here he is. He's not exactly flying, is he? Luke handing over his second pizza there. Fern grabs it gratefully. Is she full up yet? Who knows? And here's Katie, made up a bit of time there. Well done, Katie, after Rebecca's crash. And there she... Oh, but in the background, I think that was Katie just going into the inflatables. The Reds with a really big lead now, surely, as Luke hands over to Andy with absolutely no pressure on him whatsoever. He strokes it away beautifully down the back straight to hand over the pizza. Here comes Helen to take over from Katie. Can't help feeling the Blues have got an awful lot to do. Andy, nice and steady, handing over the pizza. Surely now the Reds have got this sewn up. Where is Helen? Not going to see her. Andy into the back straight. He's now got a hand. Oh, here comes Helen. The onboard camera hanging off the bike. She's really on the ragged edge there, desperately trying to make up ground to Andy, who is handing over to the final person. It's going to be Kelly for the Reds with that last pizza drop. And is Melanie for the Blues going to be able to make any inroads? As here is Helen handing over to Melanie. An awful lot to do. You've really got to go for it, Melanie, if you're going to catch Kelly. So I wouldn't be surprised if she's already handing over the pizza at the other end of the arena, and she is. Fern picks up her fourth pizza, and off goes Kelly into the final straight. All she's got to do is keep it together. Fern running down the track behind her. Reds are going to take a round. At last they've won one. Fern's delighted. Well done, the Bantam Sharks.
Yay! Well done, guys! Oh, yes! What a game, you won a game, yes! Well done, guys. Now, Jason, you played this game before, so was it easier this time?
A lot easier, yeah.
Pick up any tips?
Yeah, just go steady on the corners. Don't rush it.
Yeah, well done, mate. And Kelly, lovely last lap there.
Yeah,
Did really well. I got my pizza in style. I love this game, so get to eat lots of pizza. Now, you get to deactivate a gunge zone. Now, have you chosen? You've got white, purple, yellow or green to decide from. What do you reckon, Luke?
Purple.
Definitely purple? Good choice, well done, guys. Over to Andy.
Helen, Mel, superb. Wonderful, wonderful. Becky, Katie, oops. Okay? Look, Becky, the rules of the game are pretty simple, right? To turn off a gun zone, you have to win a game. You don't do it by running one of my bikes into the gun zone. What happens?
I just couldn't control it.
You just couldn't control it. I always find letting go of the accelerator helps. Right, well, your punishment is you have to eat some of this pizza, right? Because I've had 3 already. So there you are. And you two, you go to the top of the class because you didn't crash one of my bikes, which is great. OK, let's move on to the next round. Come on, eat up. Mmm.
They don't look too happy about that pizza, and really, they're not going to be too happy about the score because the Bantam Sharks are clawing it back. They've eliminated 1 gunge zone, the Colchester Gym Stars with 2. It's getting closer. I love it.
There you are, Treacle. Be worth a fortune one day. OK, so you support the red team?
Yeah.
And you support the blue team?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Look, Fern and myself were just saying we think that both teams have got a very good chance of winning the final in March. And if they do that, they win the trip to Australia. Now, we would really appreciate if you could put a good word in for us, just to say how good they really are and that we should go to Australia with them. Will you do that for me? Yeah. Good. Fern, the mouse has taken the cheese.
Lovely. Now, round 4 is on a roll. Myself and Annie will be standing on top of these chariots, and our teams need to manoeuvre the rollers around the chariot to get it to move. Now, the first team to get down there and cross the finishing line wins.
On a roll. You've just caught me having a bit of cheese on a roll, actually. Excuse me. That's better. Away they go, sprinting down to the other end of the arena for this real team game. They've really got to work together because you've got one person pushing, and for the Blues, that's Rebecca, and the Reds, it's Jason, and the other 3 trying to get the rollers in time with the pusher so that the chariot can glide gracefully down to the other end of the arena. Good start there for the Blues, working well together, looking a little more messy for the Reds. You can't let that chariot dip off the end, Reds, because if it does, you lose momentum and there's no way you're going to make it back. But no, they seem to be working together a little bit better now. The Blues and Reds neck and neck. This is more. The Reds come down a bit then, but I think it was just saved by Jason giving it a good push. And the Blues, they're going to just get there. Oh, it looks like they've gone down right at the end. Unbelievably, the Reds take it. Oh, fantastic. They've got 2 rounds under their belt. Now that's better than the Oxford-Cambridge boat race.
That was so close.
Oh, the Blues really threw this one away. They almost a length in front, let the front of their boat drop, and the Reds cruised over for a famous victory.
Andy, you were really speeding around there, weren't you, in circles? How was it?
I was really worried that there was going to be a gap, and so I thought I'd just get around there as fast as possible.
Well, I tried to bounce it as quick as I could. Now, mate, you nearly knocked me off at the beginning, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now, you've got a choice of either white, yellow, or green gunge. Which one do you want to take out of the gunge gully?
I think white.
White. Definitely white. Well done, guys. Over to Andy.
Katie, Mel, Becky, we were that close. What went wrong, Beck?
I don't think we could get the logs in fast enough, and then I pushed it at the wrong time.
You pushed it at the wrong time. Well, no, it's not all your fault. Don't take the blame yourself. You did your best you could. Helen, I mean, what do you think it went wrong?
And when it fell at the end, we were that far, but it fell.
It's a really exhausting game. Just a little bit further and we were on, but we didn't win. Doesn't matter, because now it's time for the gunge-a-thon. And girls, are we confident?
Yeah!
Here we go.
It's perfectly set up for the impartial viewer because the Bantam Sharks are going to take 2 hits in the yellow and green zone, but also the Colchester Gym Stars are going to take 2 hits as well in the yellow and green zone. Perfect. And this is what it's all about, the gunge-a-thon. Of course, both teams have got the advantage of having played it before and won. But does that mean anything when you're up to your neck in gunge in the first gunge pool? Don't forget those bridges, boys, through the Pencil Forest and then into Gunge Alley, where my old mate Ruthless Ralph will deliver premium quality hits of gunge onto the unsuspecting contenders. Through the breakthrough, and you think you may be inside of the finish, but there's another gunge pool. And of course, you will have brought your bridges with you, won't you? Let's hope so. And then up the final hill. And let me tell you, if you make it to the top of the hill, you deserve to be in the semi-final of Pump It Up. Best of luck, teams.
OK, Blues, the good news is we won the toss, we got the inside line of the gunge-a-thon, and I need to know in one word how you feel. So, Helen?
Nervous.
Nervous. Becky?
Nervous.
Nervous. Mel?
Scared.
Scared.
Nervous.
Nervous. Wonderful. Oozing with confidence. Remember, if you win this, you're in the semi-finals, and you may even get the chance to play against your boyfriend in the other team, which will be nice for you, won't it? Lovely.
Oh.
OK, Blues, best of luck. Go get them, girls.
OK, Bantam Sharks, you've done pretty well today, haven't you, Andy, mate?
You've done really well today.
You have. You've activated 2 gunge zones, so you're on your way there. You could do it today. You could get through to the semis. So what's been your favourite game, Kelly?
Probably Dodgy Geezer, the one with the water.
Yeah, because you're surface, you enjoyed that a lot. You a bit nervous, Ellie?
Yeah, it's my first time on this.
All right, guys, you're going to do well. OK, you're up first, aren't you guys? Get ready. Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's a perfectly balanced gunge-a-thon as both teams have got to take hits in 2 sectors and both teams are determined to find a place in the semi-final. And first to show her the Blues is Rebecca gracefully across the gunge pool, followed by Helen for the Gym Stars. There goes Melanie, and the Reds doing just as well. They're all across, but yet again, they've forgotten to get the bridges. And look out, Rebecca, miles ahead through the Pencil Forest. Wait for your team. They've got to drag all those bridges. That's not the greatest start, really, getting too far ahead, and she's just waiting there. Go on, help them. Meanwhile, the Reds, you see, they're through with their bridges, just about to hit the gunge alley, and in they go. Kelly charging ahead there for the Reds. Losing a little bit of ground, the Blues, possibly, but can they make it up? Hanging onto the rope. Rebecca's in the gully first for the Blues. Through they come. They're about to get their first hit from a ruthless Ralph. Good one, Ralphie boy. He never lets me down. And Rebecca and Melanie there sliding down, and another hit. The Reds, they've really let themselves slip behind a bit. They had a chance earlier to make this lead pay, but the Blues are going to hold it. But where are their bridges? Again, you see, they're getting up to the holes, and it's Melanie looks like it first as the Reds take more gunge, and the Blues really spread out. Into the holes they go. Looks like Melanie and Heaven are diving through. Head first goes Kelly. The polystyrene flying. Difficult to get those bridges through, but they really need them for the final gunge leg. And the Reds now definitely have a lead as Kelly makes it to the gunge pool with the bridge. That's the crucial thing. Blues not far behind, but Reds definitely showing ahead now. And they're at the pool, and it's Kelly, I think, who's going to go over first. What's she going to do? Is she just going to surf over? Yes, she is. That's the Bantam Sharks for you. But over comes Melanie as well. Copycat time, and the Reds scrambling across. Luke's over, Andy's over. Here comes Rebecca, though, for the Blues, and they scramble over. They're wet and tired now, and here's the hill. And it's Kelly who's first there for the Bantam Sharks on the hill. If you can get up first, you can help your team. It's not too slippy if you're the first person. Good to get somebody up first, and it's good for the Bantam Sharks because Kelly's up there. Not looking too tired, but not the most graceful of landings. What about the Blues? They're all struggling together, trying to get up together. There's no way that's going to work. Meanwhile, Luke, pull me, he says. For goodness sake, quite well spread out, the Reds. This looks like a good tactic. The Blues really floundering. Luke's nearly made it to the top. They're going to have two people up before anyone's up for the Blues. This is looking good for the Reds. The Blues in all sorts of trouble. They made it look so easy last time, and they're slipping and sliding. None of them are up, and there's three up now for the Reds. And here comes Jason being dragged up. It's Gunge. The Bantam Sharks book their place in the semi-finals, one step closer to that holiday in Australia.
Guys, well done! Through to the semi-finals. How do you feel, Andy?
Oh, that's brilliant!
Oh, brilliant. Oh, you surfed across those gunge tags beautifully.
Really good.
Are you right, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, you're through to the semis.
Well, they certainly enjoyed it, and so did I. What a gungeathon. It was anyone's for the taking as we hit the final hill, but the Bantam Sharks proved to have the better teamwork as they managed to get over one by one, whilst the poor old Colchester Gym Stars were floundering, covered in gunge at the side of the hill. Over went the Reds, easy as you like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jason and his Bantam buddies through to the semis.
So here I am with the Blues. Mel, don't worry, darling. You know, you can't win them all. No, you can only try best, and you did try best, and that was a very fast time you did there. We seem to be missing someone. Helen? Helen, down you come, please. Thank you. OK, eyes up. Thank you, Helen. So, we end on a comedy note. We just have it. Mel, give us a smile. Give us a smile. Just one smile. Go on. At least your boyfriend's still through to the semis. Right, OK.
That's the worst thing about it.
Oh, the grief he's going to give you. See? That's it. She's not worried about losing. The boyfriend's gone through. Oh, dearie me. OK, you've won a fantastic prize. Let's find out what it is.
Stylishly modelled by our own dear bouncers, the pump-it-up bag, the pump-it-up hat, and not forgetting the shockproof watch.
We're going to Australia! We're going to have fun. Every single member of the team that could possibly win the trip to Australia, and they've said, yes, we can go with them.
Oh, I can't wait. Go
Brilliant.
snorkeling off the Great Barrier Reef.
Like water rafting.
Where's rainforests?
Hot air ballooning.
Kangaroos.
What?
Kangaroos.
Are you kidding me?
No, is there a problem?
Well, I'm allergic to kangaroos.
Don't be silly.
I am. I get within 1,000 miles of a kangaroo. I go all spotty, I get slightly fat, I break wind. What? Sorry.
What, so is that mean we can't go then?
Yeah. It's a shame. I was looking forward to seeing the koala bears.
Did you say koala bears?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm allergic to koala bears.
You're not.
Yeah, I get rashes, sneezes, wind. See?
I've got a plan. We get every kangaroo and koala bear shipped over to, I don't know, New Zealand for a couple of weeks, and we'll be fine. Right, this requires planning. I'm going to go and phone the Australian ambassador. You take it by satellite. Bye.
That's it for Pumped Up today, but have a brilliant weekend, and we'll see you soon. Bye! Bye!
Look, I'm not allergic to kangaroos or koala bears. Mind you, I do suffer from terrible wind.
What are they like? And we'll have more Pump It Up at the same time next week.
Yes, you know,